now what I'm gonna do is the number 1, I'm turning the lever up to a 1.5. And where we left off with the number 2, I'm gonna start just below that weight line and I'm gonna feather up just lightly.
And are you moving away?
I am.
Okay.
Imagine you're scooping or you're feathering out.
That's what I need practice with.
Have the instructor one from the color coming in and out of the hair. In and out. Always in and out.
I'm gonna grab my number 2
Never
one more
in
time.
and up.
Yeah.
Never
That was a
in and
1.5.
Always.
But I always err on the too cautious when I'm using clippers. And it's a confidence issue with me. That's what I'm working towards, is a confidence.
So with the 1.5,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it down to a 1 and just feather right underneath.
And never go up into your 2s.
Never go up into your 2. Because at this point, what we're doing is we cut the bulk out, worked our way up, exposed the weight line, did a little bit of blending there, but now we're taking it back down and we're getting rid of any weight lines or shadows. So with your number 1, you can spend a little bit more time doing some blending, just so you can have more of a smoother transition. But now, remember this is a 0 and this is a 1. The only thing that separates the 0 and the 1 is what?
A half.
Yeah. So now we have the control because we have this weight line exposed. So instead of using a 0 and blending it in, and with the 1, you feel comfortable because guess what? You can go all the way down here. You're not going to cut so much, right? You should feel a little bit more comfortable. So what I want to do is turn the lever up to a half, start just below the weight line and feather up, and only cut about 1/4 of an inch.
Okay.
And if you feel like there's a weight line created, all you have to do is put your number 1 attachment and then feather up. So with the 1, I'm going to turn with no attachment, with the half, I'm going to start just below the weight line in the 0, and I'm going to feather up right in this section. I always recommend that what's best is keeping this section for a little bit, maybe do a little bit of movement there and then move your way from side to side.
And you always start all your cuts in the back?
I do. I always start in the back. You want to know why? Because if you take too much off the side, you have to convince your client he's ahead of the trend. So if you start in the back and you take a lot off, he doesn't even know what's going on. So you have a little bit more room to work out.
Because I always have a tendency to start on the side. Because from a stylist point of view, a lot of times you start on the side or from the front.
Yeah. So you're going to be doing a lot of men's grooming after today. So
no, I will.
Start in the back. And look at, we're almost already done. Because now what I have to do is turn the lever down to a 0. But before I get there, I'm going to turn it down halfway. And I'm going to feather down just a little bit more. In this case, it is a mannequin head, so there's only so much we can do, but we want to do the best we can because from the side profile, if we can see that there's a transition, at least we know we did the best we can.
Holy
right?
cow.